everyone. So I have Miss Winona here, and she is still in her Christmas outfit. I took off the Christmas shoes so she looked more comfy, but other than that, she's in the same outfit, so it is time to switch it up today. I am going to put her in this beautiful Kate Quinn ensemble with the wraparound onesie, the mint colored knit socks, and the little bonnet. I think it's going to look super cute on her. It's going to be a lot of green, but I think it is going to look very pretty on her, so I am excited. And today I just wanted to chat with you guys about reborn outings. If you guys have been following my channel for a long time, you know that I have done a couple of reborn outings for YouTube. Very, very few. I think I maybe have like one or two on this channel, and they were from a long time ago. But I actually think that reborn outings are a lot of fun, and I kind of wanted to dive a little bit deeper into this topic. So when I first started in the reborn hobby, I was pretty young and really enjoyed having my dolls with me because it was kind of something fun to have that made me happy, and it didn't feel like awkward yet, if that makes sense, because they were realistic, so they kind of tricked people at first, but once you looked a little bit closer you could tell that it was a doll, and so a lot of people were just like, oh, it's a younger girl taking her dolls out, that's fine, that's whatever. So I was a little bit more open with it. I would take my dolls to Target all the time, especially if my little sister wanted me to, because she was kind of a huge encourager of that. She's like, oh, Sissy, it'd be fun to take your dolls out, because she's 10 years younger than me, and so she would take her dolls with her to Target, and I'd be like, oh, that sounds like fun, so I would take mine too. However, that has kind of changed with age, unfortunately. I do feel like a little bit more awkward taking dolls out now, so I kind of just take them around the community. I really like walking around my neighborhood with my dolls because it makes me feel like, less weird, because I think a lot of the time it just looks kind of weird when people are walking around. I'm sure that it's fine, right? But I just feel like odd, and I like taking my dogs out for walks, but my dogs are pretty little and getting older, so they don't like to walk very far. And so when I want to go on really long walks, I like to have a doll either in the baby carrier or the baby sling, whichever I'm kind of feeling for the day. And it's a fun way to enjoy my dolls, and it doesn't feel weird or awkward, and usually people don't come up and ask questions. I think that's only happened one time, and it was actually pretty sweet. Our neighborhood was built in the 80s, and so we do have some people that have actually had their homes since the 80s, so we do have a pretty big older population. And I was walking with, I think, Atticus, if you guys remember him. He was my Lincoln by Laura Lee Eagles. And just, moseying around, listening to music, and this really sweet older guy started talking to me. I can't even remember why or about what. I think he just asked how old the baby was. And I tried to play it off, and I was like, oh, really new, and I forgot exactly what I said, but a couple weeks old. And then he started talking more and more, and when people start to do that, you just start to feel a little bit guilty, and you're just like, it's actually a doll. And I am in my 20s, but I look a lot younger than that. And so he was like, I was kind of surprised to see you with such a young baby, but it happens these days. And I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, he was really nice, and thought the dolls were actually kind of cool, so that was kind of fun. But usually people just at most smile and say hello, and that's the end of that. So I like that a lot better than going to grocery stores or malls or things like that, because it just feels kind of overwhelming. Like even having like a, you know, a baby that doesn't cry or poop or anything, I feel like it's just a lot of work to take a baby out in public, especially now. I feel like people would get kind of judgy with you having a newborn out and about, and so I think that would just, you would encounter a lot of really awkward experiences that way, and you know, I am not a huge fan of that. That gives me kind of anxiety, which is defeating the whole point. 'Cause outings are supposed to be relaxing events, so I probably won't do any more. Let's see, I always forget how these go. Geez, every single time this happens. And I talk about how much I love these like side snap onesies, and you guys are probably like, why? You get it wrong every time. Anyway, there we go. Now I got it. But anyway, so I feel like I wouldn't enjoy it as much as I used to. However, I think the one way that I would still kind of enjoy taking my dolls out is with doll meetups. I really, really loved going to the Rose Doll Show and enjoying seeing other people's dolls and doing shopping and all sorts of fun stuff like that. So I think if I had more dolly friends near me, I would probably take my dolls out more often, because you feel less scared, and it's less intimidating when you have other people with you, because, you know, just moral support. Sometimes you need it. So I think that would be a lot of fun, but at the same time, I honestly kind of just enjoy having my dolls in the nursery and having fun with them there. Definitely less germs and less worry for sure. These look kind of funny because her legs are so curled up. I don't know. We'll see how it looks with the other one. Right now it looks a little weird, but you guys will have to tell me what you think. And I'm kind of curious about if you guys enjoy taking your reborns out, and kind of how do you do it? Do you have like a sling or baby carrier that you use for your dolls? Or do you usually just bring the car seat? Do you have a stroller? When I took my reborns on meetups, I would usually bring more than one. And so I would usually do the car seat with the stroller so I could fit at least two. But now that, you know, I'm just out and about in my little community area, I really only take one. One reborn, and yeah, I just take my little carrier thing, which is really cute. And you know what's kind of nice about the carrier is it allows you to kind of snuggle your reborn and kind of get that like fun, warm, fuzzy, feely effect that you get when you pick them up. But it's not as hard on your arms and back, which I love. Because that would definitely make the workout more hard, as if you were trying to carry around your doll while walking. That would be pretty difficult, I feel like. Especially considering I like my dolls heavy. That'd be 6 pounds. So I don't think I would be able to walk very far. But with the sling, the weight is well supported and it's much better. So anyway, look at her. She looks so cute. I think that I'm actually going to keep the socks, even though I'm not sure how to feel about them. I might change it later and just switch her over to some pants. I just wanted her legs to like look warm because the weather's not bad, but it's pretty chilly in my room, especially at night. So I think it looks pretty adorable, but we'll see how I feel in like, you know, a couple of hours. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.